He's going to surprise me what we're working on next. I think it's going to be for a Harley, but I'm not sure. Might be a Hyundai down there somewhere. It's only 8 o'clock. It's early. It's not even 4 o'clock yet. 8 o'clock. Come on, you're wasting video. Stuff's expensive.
You have to edit this for sure.
I'm not editing nothing. You can have dead space. I'll have dead pictures. Better hurry up. Scooby's getting bored. Right, Scooby? Scooby's getting bored. I see those ears moving. Look at those ears. He's listening. He's got those ears. I bet those eyeballs are open over there too. But that tail's down. That's good. That means it's still breathe. We can still breathe when the tail's down. Oh, look at that. We got a lunchbox. Organic. We're going to eat this or grow it? Oh, geez. That looks like a damn motor stuffed in there. You trying to hide a motor in there?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. We go from a tranny to a motor. Oh, damn. What are we going to do next? Just walk it off the end. There you go. Then your oil lines. You leave all these short oil lines on there. Okay, we don't need this no more. This is loose. That might have been an oil leak. Did you have an oil leak you couldn't find?
I did have an oil leak I couldn't find.
Yeah, I think it's right here.
Oh.
That's an oil leak.
Is it going to be a problem?
Only if you didn't want to leak oil. That's one of those hidden oil leaks. Your fittings are loose, that's an oil leak. Okay, we're not going to use this one. This got to come off. We're not using this thing anymore, will we?
Nope. We got the new one in the box.
Oh, geez.
Great.
Is there two of them under there? Is that where my other one went?
Yeah. Oh, look. No.
How come your studs are out?
They're...
Somebody put red Loctite on those and unscrewed all your studs out of your case?
They're in the cylinders.
Yeah, but why are they in the cylinders? They're supposed to be in the cases. See the proper clearance here. Hear it? Feels good. Uh-oh, there's a rattling noise. Doesn't like to rotate either. I think something's broken.
Okay.
It's a signature series over here. What is this?
That,
Never had a rack. Never had a stand that had a name plate on the front of it.
Slow Brows.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we're advertising for them.
Is that who we're advertising for now? Looks like it's pretty good, actually. Looks pretty stout. Looks pretty good. Makes it hard to get the hardware when it's on the backside, though, but oh well. Looks pretty strong, though. I like those better up there. All right, we need some dikes. Doing my dikies. Did you take my dikes and run with them? There we go. Dikies. And a big screwdriver too. There we go. Appropriate tools. All right. Somebody doesn't know how to cut fittings off correctly. So you're gonna cut them off like
Old
that.
cam, new cam.
That's what I found. Can't even pull this off yet.
Bolts for that.
Next thing, I'm gonna take it off the spike to get that out of there. Ooh. So you're into Nitol exam gloves. What have you been examining?
You don't want to know.
I see your fingers dirty. Have you been probing? Bring that damn porn material around here. Jeez. I run a clean video system here. We don't have that stuff like that on here. We have Harley porn, not that kind of porn. Okay, you gonna pull this out with one hand or two? Yeah, I'd use the outside, it works better. Just give it a big jerk. But that one looks bad.
Is there a problem with that?
Yeah. That's why I don't like the modern way of doing things. I've never seen one like that before. See, it's got the modern magnets, but it's still a thick rotor. So this must be the transitional year between crap and junk. So it still has the early hub, but they ran the late style of glue and magnets. Was your alternator working so-so?
I don't really know. We only ride our rotor a little bit.
And why do you got this spacer on the inside? That shouldn't be in there.
That's interesting.
See, that replaces that. Why do you got two in there?
Strange.
So it's a 32 amp system. That's 32 amp. Not the correct one for this year. This is made for the stator, a rotor that just has just a flat metal cross, not having not the heavy duty style like this, because this is your heavy duty style with a, or early, which has a solid hub in it. You shouldn't have this in there. This should be able to fit right up against the spacer and go in all the way. Then out here you run a 16th, not a, this is 3/32.
Right. I took a big one off. That was like this.
Yeah, but
right?
that shouldn't be on there either, because that's this piece.
Really? So
you
they
had-
had two pieces on there.
So you had
well.
this in there and you had that piece in
It's
there?
got a really thin washer that's the same size that was on the outside of that when I took this apart.
Yeah, see the. So they put a heavy duty. This is probably made for a shovel head. That's why it's got the hub and stuff in it. And then they still have the individual pieces like an Evo stuffed in here. So they doubled up all your spacers. So your chain line should have been way the hell off then. Should have been like going like an S like that back in the
Hey,
motor.
remember when we seen two wear tracks on it? We were looking at that yesterday. I
On that
wonder if
change-
somebody got in munked in it. You think this
On that
and the
change
other
chain.
one might be enough?
That, would
That might
cause
be
it.
where it's at, huh?
Yeah, that means your chain, instead of going straight like this, was making an S. This was out too far. It'd be going like that back in. Because your chain sheet did have two wear marks in it. And they were about 3/16 over. And that would do it. That means it probably wouldn't hurt to put a new chain in it, because it's probably been overly stretched. When you force a chain to make a zigzag, that's not good on them. This appears to still be tight. Is that leak in there?
Sounds like it would, huh?
Maybe. Never had one do that before. Wobble, wobble, wobble. What's all the white crap on there for?
I don't know.
In case they didn't know the plug was in it. It's weird. That's different. Okay. Grab me that box right there. It does not say Barnett on it. Bottom shelf.
Here?
Yeah. Oh, it's factory sealed. Do you let you use these in New Mexico?
Nevada?
No, New Mexico. I know not everything's illegal in Nevada. I know you do that. Okay. Get some zip ties.
All right.
.32 amp. Fresh seals might not leak. And the rotor, if they put encapsulate the magnets can't come out. So this is the heavy duty with the hub that doesn't strip out real easy and does not use those stupid spacers. Now I can sell you this piece here for probably about 130 or 40 bucks, or I can sell you the whole kit for like 180.
I'll take the whole kit.
You like how they price this stuff? Because those are always bad. So that's your option. Now, if you get the cheap Harley one, they're like 80 or 90 bucks. The cheapy ones.
No thanks.
I like the ones with the hub on them that don't strip out. So that's your options. So you like using the whole thing?
Yeah, we'll take the whole thing.
All right. We'll have to
More to the parts list.
modify some parts. We're gonna leave this out. And this here we don't need right now. The new box here? Good. Put the dirty stuff in the new box. Breaking stuff over there?
Not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
The camera yet. That's a good sign. Okay, are these screws tight? Appear to be. The old pepper keeps coming up. Not too bad. Usually use a Torx head in here now. Did you get a new seal for here yet?
Mm-mm.
Why not? Does it leak?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Probably.
Okay, little Phillips screwdriver, pull those two screws. Behind your butt. Is that screw kicking your butt? Alright. Gonna bolt out? How's the retainer look?
A little melted.
I'm thinking the original alternator got melted by the heat mark in there. Okay, that should still be usable. So I'm thinking these are not sealing that good here.
Since they're wet the whole way out.
Seeing how it's dewy all the way here, and the silicone might have been a clue that might have been leaking. So yeah, that might be. Now this is probably still good. Now, to protect this, the best place to do it is put it back inside the broken part here. Just don't get your fingers in the way.
Oh.
It will eat you up. See, it wasn't on video because you weren't paying attention. You missed how I did that, but I didn't poke my fingers. Okay, you might need a new O-ring seal. Is your lip broken? Appears to be still intact. I think there's a hole in there. Appears to be pretty solid too. There's a seal puller. Probably go in that little dinky little hole I just made. Yep. The hole needs to be bigger. There's something solid back there. Shouldn't be that solid. It's not enough to get the screw in there. Nope, I think it got it. It got it. It got it. See how the seal's coming out? Are you playing my aluminum down there again?
It's like it could ruin my day.
You keep playing my block down, it's gonna hurt you. Your camera's doing it. You're gonna get a lousy cameraman over there.
What else?
So you didn't get a close up of how the screw goes in. 'Cause they might not know how a screw works. So anyway, after you put it in, you got a little slide hammer action going here.
Yep.
That was a 2. I didn't even have to go to the
Not
other
bad.
side. So why is it so hard to go through? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that leaks. Can you feel how hard that is? Can you see how hard that is? I'm pushing on it. That seems to be inflexible. It stuck to my finger. It was so sticky. Oh, you hear it's cracking.
Yeah, it's cracking.
There. I'm thinking that might be. It's getting more flexible now. Now it's got those extra expansion grooves in there. I'm thinking that might have been a leaker. That could have been wrong though. Okay. I'm just figuring it might have been leaking. I think I guessed correctly. Now I know it's not original because see it was put in correctly. There's no way it was original because they put them in backwards. You want to make sure your tracking marks aren't too bad. So they look pretty good. Almost no wear on that. That's good. See how this is nice and smooth and even? That means it hasn't been spinning in there loose. That means it has never been loose. That means everything was tightened up here pretty nicely. And also this, see how the shaft looks nice and clean? So it's always had a nice tight nut here holding everything together tight. Nothing's been rattling around. So you have a little bit of debris in here you didn't clean out yet. Ew, what was this here on the case here? You got dingleberries hanging out of your case.
That's all about, huh?
I'm thinking this case might have been apart at one time. Do you have a leakage problem between your case halves?
I don't know. Not that I know
I
of.
bet you probably did at one time. Yeah, they got that thick ass silicone in there with the crap. It's easy to sign there was a leak at one time. Yeah, whenever you see stuff like this hanging on your cases, it's not good. Alright, so you want to know over here? I'm thinking you're supposed to have that on there.
It's factory.
How bad is your case? Run your hole through there.
Do you wanna?
Run your finger through the hole, what do you feel?
She don't feel good.
She don't feel good? What do you feel?
Just like lines of grooves.
A lot of
from the
grooves?
spin, yeah.
It's groovy?
It's groovy.
Pull that breather out that I threw in the bucket over there. Right here.
Yeah, plastic. This, you said this is a stock product, right?
Now look at that in the video. Does it have that grooviness to it?
Yep.
So this is like a lapping arbor. Plastic is soft. Keep blowing up. The metal embeds into this, and then it chews up your case over there, and you get all that debris in here, and it eats it all up. So you can see how it's all torn up. All that metal tears up your case. Now the case looks like that. That's the problem with plastic breathers. Bad design. Steel doesn't do that because the aluminum's the hard, soft part. So luckily it's not too bad. It's just a little groovy. Yeah, you take a shot there with your camera, you can see that. She's groovy. See how nice and see what it does to your case?
Yeah.
That's not too bad actually.
Really?
No, not too bad. It's not real deep. It could be a hell of a lot worse. Okay, who stole my impact knocker? I think it's in back and under Smitty's bike. You see that one? Go find Smitty's impact knocker. Or my knocker. You know what that is?
No.
It's that thing I beat on with a hammer. How come you got this thing blown up so much? You can't see nothing. It's a screwdriver thing with a big round thing I beat on with a big hammer. Look underneath the front of his bike.
Which one's Smitty's bike?
The panhead back there. Alright, so this looks okay. See how this nice clean shaft here? That means it doesn't have a bunch of metal going through the motor, even though this shows different. This is good. That means this cam cover bushing right here should be pretty damn nice. Now the cam one, there's got more crap run through it, but it's, you can see the wear marks in there, but it's probably okay also. So I'm going to check the fit on the crank here before too long, make sure it's good. Okay, he did not pull his oil pump out properly. See how the oil pump is still in here? It's almost impossible to put that clip on from the outside. You're always supposed to pull it out from the inside. So now I got to pull this gear out so I can get to that gear easier. One of those deals, it's easier just to pull some more parts apart than fight it. These are backwards thread. There's a special tool that's made to do that. What do you got?
I don't really see what you're talking about back here.
Oh, I found it. Looks like this. You walked right by, I don't know why you didn't see it.
Oh yeah, okay.
I don't know why you walked right by it. Should have saw it. It's right there behind your energy drink there you're drinking.
Water.
So it's an impact knocker. As you beat on it, it goes either forward or backwards. It's a tapered ramp and it'll shove it that way or shove it that way. It takes a hard strike with a hammer and you go whap like that and it pops free. Be sure to get this free, I guess. Somebody got a little carried away and bottoming out that. Did you do that?
Mm-mm.
This was installed correctly. Let's see. Spring goes on top and it compresses it down and it seals around the on the base of this and the bottom of the case. It's supposed to be.
This guy's always assembled
See,
those wrong
When
somehow.
you got this thing all the way bottomed out like that,
Mhm.
somebody crammed it all the way down. It's not good. Some people don't care. You're supposed to take it apart from this side, not this side. Okay, where's your puller? Protector for shaft, so you can break it, see?
Mhm.
Oh, you get Scooby fleas.
Scoobs.
You dumbass. Scooby, you made me think wrong. See, I didn't protect your shaft. That was bad. I haven't done that in years. I got sidetracked by Scooby. Appears to be tight.
Woo!
See how that comes out? Shock a taper will pop. And you put that in the shaft, I can split the shaft open. Did I do that? Still good. I don't know, might be. What are these?
Snap ring pliers.
90 degree. 30 on these out. What are these?
Dykes.
You pull keys out. That was under tight. Now this comes out. How many teeth you got?
5, 6.
Yeah, five
Yeah,
or six.
6. 6 all day.
How can you tell there's 6 teeth? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you can try counting this way, which is really hard. Let's get the correct one in there. Good. You know what that means? That means that's probably 24 down there. Let my light go. Otherwise it'd be 25. Okay, I got a job for you to do.
Sure.
Put that through the hole down there. Yeah, you're doing a lousy job with camera view here. You can't do both? Close up in there. Can you get it the first time? Now once you get in there, just overstretch the piss out of it. Because we're not going to reuse it.
Okay.
Get a hold of it? Go for it. Oops. Just stretch the piss out of it. Did you overstretch it?
Yep.
Did it fall off yet?
She wants to, but...
You didn't do it yet? You sure? You can use a screwdriver too. Just get the clip off. That's all we care about. See, it's easier if the shaft is still connected to the pump. See, I can hold it for you and help. Did you hear where it went to?
Yeah, it's over there.
It hit over there. And that one hit down there.
What was that?
I don't know.
Key.
That's probably the key. I'd find the key. The clip went that way, and the key went this way. It's supposed to be in here. Find it? No key? You didn't find the key? If you clean the floor, you could find it better. Alright. Well, he's looking for the key. We're going to work.
I found a key. There might be 10 of them down here.
Well, you find one. Goes in your bucket. So what's that right there? It's called material. That's break-in lube. Now, was that a chip or that was just all goo?
It was goo.
Just all goo, huh?
Yeah.
Looked like a chip.
It did. I thought it was too. When I went to touch it, it just melted.
It's just goo. Well, goo's not good either. Goo is bad. We don't like goo. Okay.